What is up, you guys? For today's video, I wanted to share with you guys a Valentine's Day look, but with a twist, because I didn't want to do like your basic, average, everyday Valentine's Day look. You know, like the pink smoky eye or like the soft glam. Like, don't get me wrong, like they're really pretty, but I don't know, I'm just not in the mood for it, so I wanted to kind of spice things up a little bit. And today I used the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Jawbreaker Palette. Seriously, I am obsessed with this one. It is one of my all-time favorite palettes in my collection. If you have never seen this palette before, you are missing out because she is gorgeous. Especially if you like pastels and brighter shades, you can literally do so much with this. And if you haven't seen my original review on it, or if you'd like to see all of the other looks I've done with this palette, I'll have them linked in the description box down below for you. But before we jump into it, I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button down below and gave this video a like. And also, if you'd like to check me out on Instagram, my Instagram account is @lethal_kitten, where I post a bunch more tutorials over on there if you're looking for some inspiration. Since we are going to be using really light colors today, the first thing that I'm going to do is prime my eyelids just to give our shadows a really nice base and also to really make them pop. So the first shade that we are going to be going in with is this really pretty pastel blue shade right here called Brain Freeze. Then using this BH Cosmetics No. 7 brush out of the Lavender Luxe brush set, I'm going to be applying it in the crease in the inner third of my eye, and then doing these little circular motions to blend it upwards towards my brow. Man, I just love how this blue looks. It is so gorgeous on the eyes, but the next shade that we are going to be going in with is this really pretty lavender shade called Gumdrop. Then using this BH Cosmetics No. 8 brush, I'm taking it like the long way because it's one of those pinch brushes. I'm applying it in the center third of my lid, focusing it in the crease and then blending it upwards. And I'm slightly overlapping it with the blue. You don't have to worry about blending the two colors together yet because we'll do that later. You just want to get the color placement down. I'm really curious about what are you doing for Valentine's Day this year? It doesn't feel like Valentine's Day is in a week. I don't know about you guys, but it still feels like it's supposed to be 2019. Like, I don't know what it is, but it just has really flown. Like, time has just gone by so quick for me, and it's just kind of overwhelming in a way. But for me, for Valentine's Day, I don't think we're going to be doing anything. Because Mark and I, we've been together for 4 years, so we don't really do holidays. We don't even exchange gifts anymore because we, like, live together, and even when we didn't either. I don't know, I'm just not really a gift kind of person. Like, I would rather, you know, just spend time with a person and just do something fun together for that day. I don't know if you're like that too. But I remember when I used to work at this retail job, when it would become Valentine's Day, like, man, like, people would go so crazy about their significant other. Like, I remember this one time I worked at a grocery store, and this lady, she was like, if my boyfriend does not spend $50 on flowers for me or more and doesn't give me a $10 card, I am breaking up with him. And I was like, dang, girl. Like, I could not imagine being that way. I don't know about you guys, but like, man. Like, some people are just like way too into the amount of Valentine's Day. And also, I just feel like so many people get upset about not having a Valentine and not getting gifts or like giving people gifts. Like, I don't know, I just feel like it's such an overwhelming holiday. To me, it's like the worst holiday. Because I remember when I was younger and I was a teeny bopper, and I would just get so upset about Valentine's Day. You know, I wouldn't have a boyfriend or like a significant other in general, and I always felt kind of like out of place because my friends did, and they didn't want to spend Valentine's Day with me, so I was always alone, and I just had to sit there and eat chocolate with my parents. I don't know if you guys can relate to that too, but like, I hate Valentine's Day. I think it is such a like marketing gimmick of a holiday. I don't know if you feel that way too, but man, it's just not my mood. I don't know, I've never been a fan of Valentine's Day. You know what we should do though? We should petition to have Halloween 2.0. You know, have all the good candy, you know, you can get all the chocolates, and then you can dress up, and then you can put all your spooky decorations out. Like, Halloween 2.0 instead of Valentine's Day sounds so much better. So once you have that applied, the next shade that we are going to be going in with is this really pretty pink shade right here called Bubblegum. And then using this BH Cosmetics No. 5 brush out of the Lavender Luxe set, I'm going to be applying it in the outer third of my eye. So first I'm applying it into the crease, and then I'm using it to round out the outer V. And I'm slightly overlapping it with that purple. And when you're doing this too, you really want to make sure that you get it super smoked out because we are going to be kind of making a really dramatic eye today. And I'm just going to go in with a second layer just to see if we can get this color a little bit more intense because I don't want the outer V to be the lightest portion. I would rather have that in the inner portion. So we're going to see if we can really get this color built up. I absolutely love how this is turning out so far. It is definitely giving me cotton candy vibes, but I will say, like, looking at it, I don't like that this outer portion is the same tone as the blue. I would rather have the outer portion a little bit deeper, so what we're going to do is go into this shade called Cherry Wet. And then using this BH Cosmetics number 6 brush out of the Lavender Luxe set, I'm going to be applying this in the outer V. I'm starting in the crease and then doing little circular motions to blend that upwards into bubblegum. And I'm hoping that this will just give us that little extra depth that I'm looking for. So I'm just going to take this Anastasia A10 brush the long way, and I'm going to be applying this Cherry Wet color right into my crease in the outer V. And then doing these little back and forth motions, I am slightly overlapping it with the purple. I just want a little bit more depth with this look. You could also keep it pastel if you would like. I just want like a little bit more smokiness to it. So once you're done with that, now we are going to start blending everything together. And the first colors that we are going to blend is the pink into the purple. So using that brush that we applied the purple with, I do have additional product on my brush too. I'm just doing a little back and forth motion between the pink and the purple. And then once you apply the purple, you can kind of see I have a little bit of a harsh line now between the purple and the pink. So I'm just going to take whatever we have left on that Anastasia A10 brush that we applied Cherry Wet with. And I'm doing the exact same thing. So I'm just doing a back and forth motion between the pink and the purple. So then once you have the pink blended into the purple, now we are going to be blending the purple into the blue. And first things first is I'm going to take a little bit more of that purple and marry it right between the blue and that purple that we already have applied. I'm just doing a back and forth motion between the two colors. So once you have that purple applied, now I'm just going to go in with a little bit more blue, and I'm using the brush that we used earlier, and I do have additional product on my brush. And again, I'm just kind of overlapping it with the purple and then doing these little circular motions to blend the two colors together. I'm seriously so excited about this look, but I gotta say, at first it was definitely giving me a cotton candy vibe, but now it's kind of reminding me of like a neon sign or like an arcade in a way. But nonetheless, off camera, I'm just gonna quickly cut my crease and then I'll be right back. So once you cut that crease and the base is 100% dry, which you really want to make sure because it is so much easier to apply shadows on top once it is, but the next shade that we are going to be going in with is this really pretty matte white shade called Virgin. And using this flat shader brush, I'm going to be packing it anywhere that that base is showing. You could also use a shimmer, but I'm feeling like having a matte moment today. I might change that up later on, but for right now I do want to do a matte look. Since you have that matte white applied, now we are going to be blending in the matte white to the outer V portion that we have going on. And I'm just going to take a little bit more of Cherry Wet on that Anastasia A10 brush that we used earlier. And I'm lightly pressing it in this outer V of the lid. And then I'm flicking it inwards towards the white to blend the two colors together. So here's where I'm at right now with the look, and oh my gosh, I absolutely adore how this is turning out. I think it just looks so cool, and it just has like a little spice to it, which is what I was looking for. But nonetheless, off camera, I'm just gonna kind of clean things up a little bit, as well as apply my complexion products, and then I'll be right back. I also want to mention, if you're ever curious on what I use off camera that I don't mention in the videos, I always include it in the description box down below for you. So here's where I'm at right now after applying my complexion products, and oh my gosh, I really love how this look is turning out. And today I want to do something really like blushy too. I feel like it would pair so well with the eyes. And today we are going to be going in with this one from Buxom. It is called the Wanderlust Primer Infused Blush in the shade Havana. It's this really gorgeous, almost like mauve-y mid-tone pink shade. And then using the Sigma F15 brush, I'm going to be applying it to the apple of my cheek and then going right on my cheekbone itself. And when I'm doing this, I'm doing a stippling motion. I do want to warn you though, this blush is so crazy pigmented, like you barely need anything on your brush, and it is the exact same color as it is in the pan, so do be careful with it. Okay, I seriously love how blushy this looks. It is so adorable, but now we are going to be doing the lips, and today we are going to be using one of my all-time favorite liquid lipsticks from Dosa Colors in the shade Stone. So once you have that done, now we are going to start working on the lower lash line just to tie everything all nice and together. And the shade that we are going to be going in with is one that we used earlier, and that is called Gumdrop. And then using this Morphe M507 brush, I'm just going to be popping this right underneath the lower lash line. You could also use bubblegum, which would be super pretty, but I felt like since we had a pinker blush going on and a pinkish lip that it would just be a little too much. So once you have that lower lash line all nice and blended out, now we can do the inner corner highlight, which you guys know is my favorite part. And the shade that we are going to be going in with is this really pretty shimmery white shade called Jawbreaker. Then using this number 10 brush out of the Lavender Luxe set from BH Cosmetics, I'm going to be packing the shit out of this into my inner corner. And I'm also bringing it underneath the inner tear duct area to open up the eye. But I mean, like, I am really packing it on because I want this inner corner super bright. Okay, that shade though is so gorgeous. I love how like icy it is, but it has like a little hint of gold to it too. It's really pretty. And last but not least, now we are going to be applying our highlighter, and today we are going to be using one of my all-time favorites, and that is the brand new ColourPop Super Shock highlighter in the shade You're a Catch. I'm too lazy to go and find a highlighter brush, so you know what, we're going to use an eyeshadow brush, and this is a JS5 from Morphe in collaboration with Jeffree Star. Ooh, she is blinding though. I love this highlight. If you're looking for a really nice pink champagne, I highly recommend this one. But yeah, so here's the finish, like using the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Jawbreaker Palette. Seriously, I had so much fun using this palette with you guys. I don't know what it is, but every single time that I use this one, I always enjoy the looks that I get. And recently I also used this palette and I did like this awesome like rainbow smoky eye. I'll have it linked in the description box down below for you, but man, it turned out so awesome. And I just gotta say though, today I wanted to do like a Valentine's Day look, but I didn't want to do like your average everyday Valentine's Day look, because I feel like either people do like soft glam or they do like these pink smoky eyes, but I just wanted to like spice it up a little bit. I guess this wouldn't really necessarily be like a full-on Valentine's Day look, but if you're looking for something a little bit different but you still want the vibe of Valentine's Day, I feel like this would be awesome. And also if you want like something a little bit more on the pastel side for spring, I feel like this look would be really fun to do too. But nonetheless, in the comments down below, let me know what you think about this look, and also let me know if you'd like to see more Valentine's Day looks. And as always though, I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button down below and gave this video a like. And also if you'd like to check me out on Instagram, my Instagram account is @lethal_kitten. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!